Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. Today we are going to be building the best team possible for 500,000 MT. Last week I did the 250,000 MT squad builder, and that was a really good team. So I thought this 500k MT team would be really good. But having made this team, I'm just letting y'all know, I truly believe this team could go 12-0 easily. I think this team is borderline a competitive level team. Like, I could take this team into a competitive setting and have a chance. I really could. I think that I could take this team into competitive games and win, like in tournaments. I think I could truly do that. This team is truly that good. I think if you have 500k, you can build a god squad, is basically what I'm saying. This team is that good. But before we hop into it, if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help us get to that 1,400 subscriber mark. We're about 20 subscribers away. And I also just wanted to say a huge thank you, because I just hit the milestones required for monetization on my YouTube channel, which is absolutely huge. I really appreciate y'all's support. So hopefully in the near future, I will be monetized and approved by YouTube to start making money on these videos, which is really cool. And I really appreciate all the support on the videos over the last few months and helping this channel grow. It really means a lot to me. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and build this team. So at the starting point guard position, I personally think the starting point guard position, well, the point guard position is general, is the most important position on this team. And Lonzo Ball is where we're starting off. He's a top, in my opinion, 3-point guard in the game. I believe Lonzo Ball is the third best point guard in the game, and I think there's an argument that he's the second best. This card he's a god. 6'6", 6'9", huge player model. He comes with an afro, so he looks about 6'8". Hot zone's basically everywhere. Hall of Fame Showtime, Hall of Fame Range, Hall of Fame Flexible, Hall of Fame Dimer, Quick First Step, Unpluckable, Clamps, Heart Crusher, Interceptor, Intimidator, Pogo Stick, Pickpocket, etc., etc., etc. 97 perimeter, 97 lateral, 95 driving dunk, 96 3-pointer, 97 speed, acceleration, speed with ball. He literally can do it all. He's a borderline GOAT card. Lonzo Ball release on very quick. It's super chicken, super easy to green. Great dribble 6. Come with the Curry slide. Pro 6 behind the back. Pro 2 between the legs. Best between the legs in the game. He's perfect. I don't think there's a better word to use. I think this card is borderline a perfect point guard card. And he's 100,000 MT. You can get this card for right at 100,000 MT, and I think he is 100% worth that 100,000 MT to be a dominant starting point guard in your lineup. At the backup point guard position, we have another guy who I think is a top 5 point guard in the game, Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway is just slightly worse than Lonzo in my opinion, but he's still a phenomenal card. 6'7", 6'10" wingspan. He's got a good player build. Hot zone's almost everywhere except from the corners, but he does have the 3 top hot spots, which are the most important ones for guards. Hall of Fame Showtime, Hall of Fame Range, Hall of Fame basically everything playmaking related. Hall of Fame Clamps, Heart Crusher, Intimidator, and Pickpocket as well. Really solid defense stats, including a 94 perimeter, 96 lateral quickness, 95 plus on everything that matters, again on the offensive end of the court, and athleticism. Basically another one of those borderline GOAT cards. His release is super quick, super chicken. It's the same base as Jaylen Brown, Pascal Siakam, Brandon Ingram, Kenyon Martin, etc., etc. Really good release. Comes with the Curry slide. Not the best full court dribble 6, but with the burst and the Curry slide, that's not a deal breaker for me at all. And for 80k, he is an absolute steal. So yes, we're paying 100k for our starting point guard, 80k for our backup point guard. Yeah, it's a lot of MT. Trust me, it's worth it. And we get that MT back in other positions where you can still fill in with phenomenal players for a much better price. At the starting shooting guard position, we have a guy who came out in the fan favorites packs this last week, and that's RJ Barrett. And this RJ Barrett is unbelievable for his value. He has 40 Hall of Fame batters, 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan, and a big player build. Hot zones everywhere from outside the 3. Hall of Fame Showtime, Range, Flexible, Deadeye, Quick First Step, handles for days, downhill, unpluckable, stop and go, clamps, heart crusher, interceptor, intimidator, poke, pick dodger, pickpocket, pogo stick, etc., etc., etc. Another card that sounds super complete. Really good defensive stats, really good slashing, shooting, athleticism. He's big. He's got Rudy Gay's release on very quick, I'm pretty sure. What? It just stopped working. What in the world? Let's see if we can get this to work. My bad, y'all. But yes, he has Rudy Gay's release on quick, very quick. It's one of the best releases in the game, in my opinion. Pro 2 Curry slide, Pro 8 between the legs, which is the best or second best between the legs in the game. Another one of those cards who is super elite on both ends of the court. He is a phenomenal card. Top 5 shooting guard in the game. Without question, elite card. RJ Barrett is a stud. I did stumble over my words right there and probably hinted as to who the backup shooting guard in this team is, but of course it's going to be Trevor Ariza, and I think most of y'all saw that coming, that he would be in this lineup. Ariza, for his value, is just absolutely incredible. He's got He's 6'8" with 7'2" wingspan. Comes with the Curry slide. Hot zones everywhere from outside the 3. Hall of Fame Showtime, range extender, hot zone hunter, quick first step, stop and go, unpluckable, downhill, ankle breaker, clamps, heart crusher, interceptor, intimidator, pick dodger, pick pocket, and pogo stick, as well as 95 plus defensive stats and everything that matters. 90 driving dunk, 94 shot 3, really good athleticism, one of the better jumpers in the game. This is a similar, I compared it in my gameplay video on Trevor Ariza to like a John Havlicek type release. It's not quite that good, but it is really elite. Phenomenal dribble. dribble 6. He's 6'8" and can curry slide. Really big player build. This card is so elite on the defensive end as well. He gets phenomenal defensive animations. He's the type of card you can put on ball and have no worries about off your bench. A super good card. He goes for 9K, and I forgot to mention RJ Barrett only goes for 28K. So you're paying a combined 37,000 MT for 2, in my opinion, top 5 shooting guards in the game right now. At the starting small forward position, we have Rudy Gay, who's another card who came out a couple weeks ago and is a really good card. This Rudy Gay card is an elite option at the small forward position. Again, I think he's a top 5 player at his position. 37 Hall of Fame badges, including hot zones everywhere. 6'8", 7'3" wingspan. He's got a gigantic player build. He's like 6'10". Another one of those players who comes with an afro in game. Hall of Fame Showtime, flexible release, range extender, quick first step, handles for days, unpluckable, ankle breaker, clamps, heart crusher, interceptor, intimidator, pickpocket, pick dodger, pogo stick. Again, all those key defensive badges, he comes with them on Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, or I'm sorry, not Hall of Fame. Basically 95 plus and everything that matters. Again, 93 shot 3 with a coach that's over 95. Everything else is 95 on the defensive end, athleticism, speed. He's phenomenal. He's got Rudy Gay release, which is a top couple release in the game. Again, comes with the curry slide, pro 8 between the legs. This card is elite. He's like 6'8" RJ Barrett. That's what he is. He's better on the defensive end. He is an on-ball lock. You can put him on ball and forget about it. He's one of the better on-ball defenders in the game. Another elite card. You're going to pay 70K for him, but he's worth that 70K in my opinion, 100%. At the backup small forward position, we have another one of the budget cards that I did gameplays on. Done one on Ariza and Covington. Y'all feel free to check those out if you want to see how those cards can hoop. But Robert Covington is yet another player who came out in the fan favorites set this past week, and he is elite. Again, Robert Covington is a super elite option on both ends of the court. 6'7", 7' wingspan, big player build. Those things are all huge. Height, wingspan, player build. Those are very key attributes to a player. Hot zones everywhere else for the 3 again. Only gold Showtime. You can probably find one with Hall of Fame Showtime on the auction house for not that expensive, just because the amount of Showtimes in the token market. Or you can even pick up a Hall of Fame Showtime yourself in the token market for what, 50 imp tokens? Maybe it's 100, but pretty much everybody has that. You can pick that up and put it on if you want to. Also has Hall of Fame range, hot zone 100, green machine, quick first step, unpluckable, handles for days, clamps, basically every defensive badge you could want. 95 plus defensive stats, even on the interior. He's a really good defender. Great athleticism, really good jumper. 85 driving depth, so he gets contact dunks still. His jumper is super smooth. Again, it's one of the smoother, better jumpers in the game, in my opinion. Really good fast release as well. Comes with the curry slide, pro 3 behind the back. Again, he's just another card who can literally do everything on the court, and that's really becoming a theme. I think every card in this team can do everything on both ends of the court. They can shoot, they can slash, they can defend. We're at that point in the game where you can get elite level cards for a cheap price. And Robert Covington comes in at 6K MT. At the starting power forward position, and in my opinion, the power forward position is probably the best position on the team. You're looking at Bull and then a stud at the back of power forward position who we'll get to in a second. But this Bull, I mean, when I say ridiculous, especially with the new badge packs that they've added in the token market, you pick yourself up a Hall of Fame Showtime, Hall of Fame clamps, put this on the Bull. He's either the best power forward in the game or the second best power forward in the game. 7'2" with 7'7" wingspan, best dribble sleeves in the game, hot zones everywhere. Every other Hall of Fame badge you could want besides clamps and Showtime. He even comes with rim protector, which is super nice, and rebound chaser at the 4. His 85 driving is a lie. He has about a 99. 89 speed, again, it's a lie. He's a 7'2" player with a gigantic player build and 7'7" wingspan. He moves like he has 99 speed. He's borderline next year's best card in the game, but I am talking on current gen. He's, I think, with Showtime and clamps, borderline the best power forward in the game right now. This card is so good, and again, we're having a unexpected error for no reason, but he comes with the Dirk Nowitzki release on very quick. Yet another super easy to green, smooth, quick release. Best dribble 6 in the game, in my opinion, with the curry slide. Even though he can't curry slide on curry, he still has the size up. And the pro 3 behind the back, which on him is just ridiculously glitchy. And again, he's just another absolutely ridiculous overpowered card that you can get for 90,000 MT. Sure, it's a lot to pay, but he is worth it. I promise you that 90,000 MT is worth paying for him. At the backup power forward position, we have another card who came out in the fan favorites set in 98 overall, Jonathan Isaac. And this Jonathan Isaac card is another card who is just absolutely incredible. On the defensive end, Jonathan Isaac is probably the best defender on this team. He is so good. Stick him on ball, play him off ball in lanes. He can play in the post, everywhere on the court. He is an elite defender. His stats may not quite represent it quite as much as they should, but his defensive animations are incredible. You get a Hall of Fame Showtime on this card from the token market. He's going to become even better, but you don't need that. Also comes with basically every other badge you could want in terms of shooting badges, playmaking badges, defensive badges, 95 driving, 95 shot 3, really good athleticism. He's 6'11" at the power forward position. Dribble sigs, again, are great with Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He can't curry slide because he's 6'11", but again, I don't think it matters that much. Jump shot 70 on very quick is a super smooth release, easy to green. It's a very, very nice release. I like his release. Catch and shoot, I think it's one of the better releases in the game, and that's the main place that you're going to be shooting with him is off of the catch and shoot. And you're going to be paying about 67,000 MT for Jonathan Isaac, but I promise you that 67,000 MT is worth it. At the starting center position, we have the lowest overall player on this list in Eddie Curry. But Eddie Curry, if you've used this card, if you've seen videos about him, which by the way, I have a gameplay video out on Eddie Curry if you want to see, he is a stud. Hot zones everywhere, 7 foot with 7'5" wingspan. He basically has Shaquille O'Neal's player build. That's what I'm comparing him to. Hall of Fame Showtime, Hall of Fame range, Hall of Fame flexible, Hall of Fame quick first step, downhill, box, brick wall, clamps, intimidator, moving truck, and pogo stick. So a ton of crucial Hall of Fame badges. Even though he only comes with 24, he maximizes those into amazing Hall of Fame badges. Defensive stats are solid, not amazing, but I think he outperforms them just simply because of his player build. And then the offensive end of the court, he's elite. 95 driving dunk, great speed, shot 3. Comes with base 38 on very quick. I don't know why I'm having such issues with these servers right now, but base 38 on very quick is really, really good. His dribble sigs aren't great at all, but to be fair, he's a center. You're probably not going to be dribbling with him that much, and he is very, very capable of bringing the ball up the court using the burst. He's super big, has a really nice player build, and therefore he moves very, very well on the court. And for 12,000 MT, you're getting a steal of a card, this Eddie Curry card. I know TyDeBo uses him as a starting center in his Nobody Spent series right now, and there's a reason for that. Eddie Curry is that dude. He's really, really good. At the backup center position, we have another guy who is near and dear to my heart in Dirk Nowitzki. As a Mavericks fan, Dirk is my favorite player of all time, and I love the fact that I am able to include this Dirk Nowitzki card in this team. Admittedly, Dirk definitely did come out the furthest back of any card on this team, but I don't really think that matters that much because he still gets the job done for his price at a very, very high level. He's 7 foot with a 7'3" wingspan, hotspots everywhere, 28 Hall of Fame badges, including Hall of Fame Showtime and range extender, quick first step, basically every shooting badge, and some really nice defensive badges as well. Only gold clamps is a little bit of a downfall, but he does compete well on the defensive end because he's a very tall player. Obviously, his defensive stats do leave a little bit to be lacking, but you don't really have Dirk Nowitzki on the court to play defense. On the offensive end of the court, he's super elite, and that's what you need him to do is catch and shoot, slash the rim, catch lobs, just play at an elite level on that end of the court, and he'll hold his own on the defensive end. He'll compete, he'll rebound, he'll do a decent job. But he's super athletic, slashing. I mean, this is Dirk Nowitzki with the dunking. Like, obviously, he's an amazing dunker. And thankfully, 2K changed his release this year. They gave him Devin Booker, Rashard Lewis, Colin Sexton's jumper instead of the Dirk Nowitzki jumper that is gross, that his previous cards have had in previous years. Again, not really good dribble six, but you don't need him with the burst with a guy of his size. Probably not going to be dribbling with them that much, but if you get the ball in Dirk's hands, you're bringing the ball up the court with him, just one burst, and you'll be just fine with this Dirk Nowitzki card dribbling the ball. And I mean, for 37,000 MT, or 35,000 MT, I'm sorry, he rounds off this team perfectly and really helps us get right under that budget with an elite God Squad level team who can really compete with any team in the game, in my opinion. Looking at this team, I think if you give this team to a competitive level player, somebody like me, or even many of the other more well-known competitive players in the community, a guy like a TyDeBo, a guy like an ImJustIsaac, guys like that, you give them this team, they're going to go 12-11 unlimited basically every single time. They're barely going to lose a game. They can take these teams into tournaments and win tournaments with these teams. And I think if you build this team, you're not going to struggle in unlimited if you're a good player. You can build this team and truly compete against any team in the game. And this team comes in at 497,000 MT. So obviously just 3K under the budget, but I mean, I had to maximize the amount of MT that I could use for this team because I wanted to make sure that this team is the best team we could possibly build, and I think I have built an absolutely incredible team for less than 500,000 MT. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the video and what you think of this team. If there's anybody that you would substitute at any position, let me know that down in the comment section as well, and I'll be back with another 2K video very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.